What do we got here already? Wow, hey, pups are good. They're all walked and removed of all bowels. I know George is going. I don't know if you were over at George's stream. I don't think you were. He was actually asked about you, saying how he didn't see you there, but you might have popped in since then. But the pops, yeah. That's good. So figured we just get back on and throw some plants in here. I already kind of changed a couple things, added some rocks, and put the wood where I wanted it. And now we're just gonna start throwing some plants in. We got some val back here in the very back. So that said, let's throw some tweezers up there. We got this one, and that one's the same, so those need to go. More. More towards there. We only got two of those, so we need to put those somewhere where we can really see them. We got some shorter plants of this, but with this CO2, they should really bounce back. So those need to wait. Those are fine leaved. That can't wait. There. Oh, where's that other Ludwigia? There we are. There we go. There's some taller Ludwigias. Come on. That's why I just use my freaking fingers. Sometimes these tweezers don't work crap. Once those get straightened out, put that in the corner. That down there in the corner. Back there. There. Who else is here? Sunfish for fish. Fish fam link. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. Sunfish, I don't know if you've seen this tank or not. We're just replanting it as I got some new plants from Stephen P. That require CO2 or do better with CO2. Added a light to it to help with these new plants and whatnot. But yeah, this is a 20 tall, or standard 20. It has a Mecha Splendids, and that's it. That's all of the fish that are in this tank. I started with 10. Now I'm down to 7. 9. Where the heck did I get 9 from? So, figured we would do some replanting of it. Man, this plant is super cool. Nice and red. I'll go ahead and put it in this direction. We'll go right there. That one. We'll go right here with that one. Go right next to it. That one, and then this one we'll go put over here. I really want to change the gravel in this tank so bad. Thank you, Sunfish. I definitely will get, some better footage of it because this overhanging light and then just the light in general is kind of hard to see what's going on here, but I don't know how else to put this. That's a little better. I can still see what I'm doing. So we have some Balisneria on both sides. There's a tidal hang on back in the center, but it only goes down to like here. Then I got some Ludwigia broadleafs on the end. Piece of wood right here with some Goose Godzilla. And then same on this side, Ludwigia. And then the red plant I just put in there was the Ludwigia. I don't know if it's going to show up. Where is the mirror setting? Because if I hold this hand up, yeah, whatever. Palustrus. Palus, yeah, that one. And then I need to turn some more light on so I can see. We have some very long Limnophila, Sessiliflora. Along with some short Limnophila. Nobila. Those two are the same. There's that. Some shorts. And I might have to turn on some other tank lights to pull some more plants, but we'll see. Look at how long that root is. From this hand to that hand. It's a pretty good root structure. What I like to do when I'm planting it and it has long roots like this is I'll take it and I'll kind of wrap it around the bottom of the stem. Into like a little ball, because that root system is more than likely going to die off anyways. So I like to put it into a little ball. See if that comes up. But anyway, you all get the point. And I feel it helps hold it into the substrate until new roots can form. I'll put this plant in the very back, considering it gets tall super quick. It's probably going to be the fastest growing plant in this aquarium. You know what? Let's just keep all this to one side. Yeah, we'll keep all the Limnophila, Sessiliflora to one side. There we are. Nice little grouping. It's a groupie. Run. So, that one. Not the same as this. I think it is. I think. that's the same. Barely see in here. Oh, that's more Ludwigia broadleaf. Let's see. Let's put that on this side. Yeah, it sucks that I kind of ran out of time earlier and had to run to the store and whatnot, but we'll get her done. And then we'll take better video of the entire tank. One, two, three. I could have swore I had 4 of those. I don't know. Guess maybe not. I guess I only have 3 of these. This one I'm super excited for too. So it's like mega green on the top of the leaves, and then underneath it's like a purple. So cool. Alright, so this is splitting into a double. So let's put that over here. Ooh, I gotta enter this giveaway on George's channel. Yeah, gotta get that hashtag in over at George RV3's channel. I don't know what he's giving away, but anything from George is always awesome. I've won a book, an aquarium book from him. I've won some fish foods from him. You all right, love? You know what? Let's put this. Let's put that right there. I spell it right. Damn it. Mosquito in here and I missed up. Okie dokie. Back to planting. This is a cool one too. This does the same. Can't really see it out here. You can see it in there. Kinda. Does the same green on top, purple on the bottom. And now that I'm injecting CO2, it should be really purple. I feel like that mosquito's coming around. I lost. I did not win the giveaway. It's probably because I'm over here on my own live stream. So these are the same plants, they're just different leaf shape because of the type of light. Man, I got a lot of this plant, that's for sure. I don't know how I got so much, but I do. Aquarium Animals and Me. Hey, I'm new. Wait a minute. Hey, Darlene, how are you? Yes, I'm back. And I'm in New Zealand. Oh, hello from Florida. Thank you for coming in. Darlene's Tanks. Look at what I'm wearing. I don't want to put crazy amounts of this in there. Let's see. Definitely got to put this one in there. It's got like 6 shoots coming off of it. I mean, I definitely don't mind like a little forest of certain type in the center here, but I do need to get some different plants to go in here as well. You know what? We're just gonna have to clip those. Those are way too tall. There you go, Christopher. If you live here, let's put some of this over here. Oh, George RB3 is doing another giveaway. Hashtag you're a nut. Hashtag you're a nut, George. Yeah, I don't feel like I want to keep going with the same freaking plant, man. You know, like I don't know. I'll add a couple more smaller bits around these rocks. Get down in the gravel. I think we can put a couple more over there. All right, hold on.
Go ahead, everybody. It's very nice.
If you guys aren't over at George's live stream, hey Craig, I suggest you go over there and get involved in these giveaways. Alright. Excuse me. Stephen P. I'm in both. All right. Well, thank you very much. I'll have to do another live after this is planted in like a couple weeks once everything starts to grow again. And hope that Stephen comes and joins the chat and whatnot so I could say, what's this plant? What's that plant? I don't think I have the emails. Well, no, I don't need the emails. It's Namgene or Namgene, however you want to pronounce it. And what's the other indica? The indica. Now I'm talking June's language. I don't know. I'm drawing a blank now. Rotala. Is that the plant I'm thinking of? Rotala Namgene? Yeah, Rotala. And Namgene, Rotala, Namgene, and I said it earlier, now I can't remember what it was. Walichi, or something like that. Rotala, Walichi, or Walichi. I don't know how you say it.
But yeah, so I appreciate you guys all.
All right, so we got some of that there, some of that there. We got a little bit over here. We'll put one more big stem. The rest will just have to catch up. I believe this is the S Rapids. Whoa, whoa, easy, Tonto, easy. Alright, that's the helper eye. So this is the S Rapids. I'll just leave that there and hope the fish leave it alone.
Oh, cool. Alright. That's cool. Yeah. You guys ever get a chance to check out Dark Spot? Yeah. Yeah. Down the down. And I'm hoping
Okay, some of that. Alright, let's see. I don't think I have any of that anymore. Rotala. Yeah, I got that Rotala from P&W, Ryan. I won some pearlweed from him, and I grabbed a couple other plants, the Walichi and the other one I said, the Nanjing, and the Boost Godzilla that I have on this piece of wood, and a rock in the bin I got from him with some pearlweed. So Steven, this Helperi that's here, let's see if we can get it. I mean, there is a new shoot coming off right here, but I'm not too worried about that. I want to focus on this part and the roots. So can I plant it up to here on the stem? So if I plant that much of the stem and it be okay? Darlene's tanks didn't make it in George's giveaway. That sucks. Pretty.
yeah. For sure.
Okay. So let's pull this one back out. Well, you know what? You gave me enough, so I will experiment with one piece just so I can learn and see. And I think if any of the pieces are going to do the best, like that, it's that particular one. Ooh, I'm still in the giveaway. Ooh. Oh, car's out of it. Oh, that one's got to get in there. Ah, it's because you said my name last, George. Oh, we got more S weapons. S weapons. You know the drill. Give your winnings to Nathan Hovey. Let's put a bunch of this old ass weapons. Let's see how it does back here. Underneath this crypt. The crypt bronze. I wish roots were more like muscles. Aren't they? Aren't the roots what give the plant strength? Man, that's just crazy. Look at water on the wife's computer. Look at all those. Can't really see it. Look at all those roots. They hold on, but they don't like move the plant. They just grow further away from wherever the plant is. Some do. I have that won't. Yeah. I will say that I've kind of noticed the same with guppy grass that I've planted into the substrate. So this hellfry, is it kind of like a rhizome type plant? Is that what's going on with this? Is that why you suggested just planting the roots? Because like this is growing and there's a stem all the way and then there's roots all the way around the stem all the way down it. And then little shoots want to come off of it. David Hahn. Hey, Fish Fam. David. Sad to say that I've lost most of those plants. I do believe that was you. It's been long enough I could forget, but I'm pretty dang sure it's you. I have some plants that definitely seem to bury themselves. Yeah. You know what? Let's put this one. If we're just gonna bury roots, let's put this one right in this crevice. There we go. This one has to make it into the tank because it's a straggler. We don't know what it is. No, it's a stem plant. I just wouldn't want you to plant it too deep while it's new to your tank and stressed and have the stem rot. And true. Thank you. I did one. I put one into the substrate just so I can see what it does. And then the rest I kind of put the roots deeper in and left the stem towards the top of the substrate, you know. So if that's the stem, the rocks are kind of just like butted up to them. And if it does, it does. I mean, it's all part of learning. I know a guy, my plant dealer. You got this good stuff with the CO2, man. It's kind of like a hodgepodge in the front, but that's okay. Yeah, see, like this. I mean, that's a little tiny, what, inch and a half inch? Yeah, about an inch and a half little piece of help rice. So what I'm going to do is plant that into the substrate just to see what happens. I think George is about to end it. Let's see. I'll have to send you some more, especially since you have that nice CO2 now. Yeah. Do rooting.
Yeah, Nick, I tell you, I can't believe that you already went on without me. I tell you.
George.
We're gonna do it again. No, that's all right. I'll get ready to come anyway. But I will probably start tomorrow night. I want to thank everybody for coming on. Let me go over there and say hello. Tell people I'm saying.
I gotta go get a drink real quick, y'all. But David, yeah, I mean, the more the merrier. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15 tanks. Well, 14 in a plant bin that will soon be a tank. So plan it up. What are we up to tonight? Aqua Gardens End. We are replanting this tank. The first live I did a couple hours ago, I tore everything out of it, added some rocks and whatnot, and then now we're adding plants. I'm gonna run and grab a drink real quick. You want my pillow for your leg? I'll get you the pillow. Best refreshment ever. Going back to Cali. I found another broadleaf Ludwigia. Put it dead center. I need something to fill in that center and then a couple more plants down in the foreground. I have a Java fern on a piece of rock that we could add in there. Put that behind this Helphori. Would it actually look good in the center of those 3 rocks? But it is what it is. And then I have some more Bucephalandra Godzilla glued to this rock. See, I guess I should have wore a black shirt. But I think, well, no, because there's already boost on that side. What if we move some of this? This Repens. Man, it's a dense plant. Well, no, I guess it does float. Put this boost right here. Then take this S Repens and place it there and there. Take the photo stem in, stick it back in there. Yeah, we got like a big gap right here that we need to fill. We got a little gap, but I think I might leave that open in case I put some plecos or something in here. I can see right into this piece of wood. That's a cave. And then we got a big gap right here. So, don't know what else to put in those areas. I mean, I guess I could put this coconut. Lovely bunch of coconuts. I could put this coconut hut in that center gap. See what that looks like. See, now I don't like that. Let's pull those. What's this one? Pull that one. Tuck this Java bird back there. Then put these right here. Okay. Should have glued some more moss or something to that coconut hut because you can see all the white little splotches where I glued the moss previously. But I didn't like that moss the way it was growing, so I ripped it all off. Whatever. There's still some pieces attached to it, so maybe that'll spread and stay nice and tight to the coconut. I will say I'm not sure about these fish because they peck at plants. So I might have to catch these guys and move them to a different tank to put something else in here. Maybe I'll move all my purple Moscow guppies to this tank. And then put these 7 into the 10-gallon that they're in. Move the guppies from the 10 to a 20, and these 7 from the 20 to a 10. Maybe they'll actually breed for me. But for tonight, I say this. I'm going to plant it, it's going to grow in, and they're going to be a pain in the ass to catch. They're already going to be a pain in the ass to catch just like this, but I need to catch the guppies first, then move them over, or vice versa. Catch these and do a bucket, then move the guppies over. I wonder if I should just do it tonight. What do you guys think? Think we should? Think we should just do it? Nathan, show me how you use tweezers like this. So, let me see if this will work. Kinda. You can see the plant there, and there's the roots. So the end of the plant is here. The roots go down. Like what I do is I'll take this little bit of root and I'll twist it around the bottom of the plant to create like a little ball, like a root ball. There you go. Just a little bit around the thing. And then I grab it at the base and then shove her on down. So what do we got here? So we'll just go ahead, put that there, and boom, it's in. One, two, three, done. These ones, depending on how deep the substrate is, depending on which direction I use it. So like for deeper stuff and stuff that's got a lot of roots on it, I'll take this plant and I'll still grab it towards the bottom and I kind of like pull it. I like pull pull it into the substrate. So if that's a substrate, or like, let's go like that. That's a substrate. I'll pull it down into the substrate and then let go and pull the tweezers out. And it like pulls the roots down and kind of like unfolds them as the tweezers are coming out. It like, you know what I mean? It pulls the roots with it away from the stem. So it like opens them up. And then, like for this one, this is not deep enough, so you got to turn the tweezers around that direction. So you can push it in, you know, you can push it in and pull these out without lifting it. Because if you go like this on shallow, well, in my experience with shallow substrate, when you release it and pull out, you're pulling the plant with it. So that's just my experience anyway. I am no professional. Every now and then you just gotta reach down in there and hold the plant so you can pull the tweezers out. Man, there's a lot of floaties now. Well, stupid mosquitoes back. Have all this right here, but I've already planted so much of this stuff. I don't want to keep going. It's kind of off center right now. What the heck? Come on, get back over in your area. Oh, look, that one's uprooted. Alright, we need another little clump over here to make it look more even. I can't stand it not looking even, so we'll use this big old chunky monkey, and then stuff like this where it's got tons of roots, like that's 3 stems, 4 stems, and the roots are pretty much from here down. Do the same thing, ball it up, and with this one I won't even use tweezers or nothing. I'll just go straight in with my hands, and it's going against the back glass. So what I do is I push it with one finger against the glass and slide it down. And then pack a little substrate around it, and now it's completely pushed up against the glass. There are never enough plants, Nate. No, there is not. Hey, how you doing, Mexicali? Thank you for stopping in. See if I grab some fish. Yeah. We'll get you some more plants, darling. I know we got a couple people I need to get some plants too. You know, Bunny Viper, Lady R. They've been waiting for plants from me for almost a year, I would say. I just didn't have any of the type that they really, really wanted. I was propagating banana plants at one point in time. And I had over a dozen that I propagated myself from one plant. and they asked for some. I moved them to get them ready for shipping because I moved them to a tank without snails, cleaned all the eggs and stuff off of them that I could, and they all melted. So I haven't been able to ship them banana plants, but I do need to look for something else to plant because there is a couple little areas I can plant back there. I still got this foreground area. I really don't know what to put in that foreground. All of my dwarf sage is like taller. Let me see. Let me turn the light on in the tank real quick. Casa. Where are we? Let's go in the 40. No. Let's go into this one. Oh, no, that's not the one. Wait a minute. Yeah, that's the one. You know what? I'm stealing this. We'll put in some Crypt Parva. That's what we'll do. I got this, clump Crypt Parva. It's got several, well, it's got a few. It's got a few crypts on there that I can break apart and spread the love. Let's go with this little guy. That little guy? No, I wouldn't worry about that little guy. And let's go with this little guy. See, I don't mind having the Crypt Parva on the front because it's growing taller before it gets bushy, you know what I mean? Like, it almost grows like a palm tree. I mean, look at it. It's like a palm tree, you know what I mean? So I don't mind it being up front. Put that one there, and I got one more. Let's put it over here. All right. Still could use a couple little things, but we'll let some things grow in and see. We got to remember this S. repens and the Hellfry, the Pogo Stem and Hellfry will fill in, hopefully. We still got an, I believe it's Ocelot sword, I believe is the name of it. We got this Wood Deadeye Green crypt. We got some boosts right here. We got that crypt that might lay, lay flatter now that I got some brighter lights on here and some CO2 going. So we can stop where we're at and see what happens. I'm hoping I got all the duckweed out of here. If not, we're going to call it dickweed because that was a dick move to send it to me. Nah, I know he didn't do it on purpose. Or I want to say that anyways, but who knows? He could have. Alrighty. I think we're pretty good, pretty clean. There's a couple more down there. More little pieces of root. I am root. Alrighty. Okay. Time to fill her up. Fill her up. Beam her up, Scotty. Beam her up. I need to get some more back today, so. I'm going to run that water a little bit to get it to a warmer temperature because this is pretty cold. Let's see where we're at. Oh, not bad. 75.4. 75.4. Want to get me one of those point and shoot thermometer things. Let's see. I'm sending you an email, Steven. Are Goodyears? Yes. Or no. Omeka Splendids. Close. I don't know if that's a Goodyear. I don't believe so. I believe it's its own thing. That's why I went with these, because I wanted trout Goodeids or Goodeids, however you want to pronounce it. And he didn't have any available at the time. These came from Skull Aquatics. And I'll move closer and whatnot once this is full. And I don't need to add this. That is API Aqua Essential. I don't need to add it because I already added enough for the tank, but I guess one could never be too sure, huh? Hang up our tools. Wipe the edges real quick. Which we'll do it again once this is all done. Get it all dry. Alright, that's good enough. Put these buckets away real quick. Put away the siphon hose. Just cleaned up a little bit. Gotta get this light turned off over here so I can so these fish can go back to sleep. Lights off, lights out were an hour and a half ago. But I just wanted to get this done. I hate leaving stuff unfinished. Okay. Hang up my wet rag. That can dry. Oh, that's right. I was going to put more rocks in there to fill in the gaps. Duh. Let's see. This rock can go. All right, careful, Nathan. Down the whole aquarium now. That rock can go there. And that's about it. No, I want this one. That can go there. I think that's good enough. Whoops. Right down, right down. Living in the city. Okay. Try my arms and hands here. New comment. They are good. I kind of thought so, but I wasn't 100% sure. So I'm like, I don't know. It's hard to keep track of all these fish these days. All right, I need to find the spot. I think this one too. Alrighty, I'm gonna dump this bin of water and then I'm gonna connect my phone here so we can get some closer looks at this. Oh, you know what? I need to make a new one of these lines. I will use this one. What the heck? I need to make a new one of these lines for to keep the floating plants where I want them. This one needs to be a little longer than the last one. So we'll go to there. Stretch this out a little bit. Oh, come on. Shrinking by the second. Okay, there's that side. And then this side, we just squeeze in because it goes inside this suction cup. And ta-da! We have a piece of airline hose with 2 suction cups. One side goes over there. One side comes over here. Alrighty. Let's get the floating plants back in here. By floating plants, I mean pearlweed. Get it separated. Gotta keep it separated. Hey, hey. Come on and play. Oh, come on. I'll make it a mess. That's just where it's gonna have to be. Whatever passes through, gets sucked up. I already see a problem. We have liftoff on some plants. Some came uprooted. Oh, my dog just farted. Brandy, honey. I'm gonna need tweezers for this. There's too much water. Alright, let's hope for the best. Holy crap. Man. I'd rather smell rotten fish than a dog fart. Holy smokes. Okay. Put the lid back on. Get the lights turned down. Ooh, now we're setting the mood. Let's see what happens when we set the laptop up in front of it. We'll see where we are. That light's kind of too bright, isn't it? Yeah. Got a bunch of floaties in there, but that's to be expected when you mess around with plants. Let's get the filter going. Even though that filter doesn't have any filter media in it per se, it's got the crushed coral. It still does catch some of those particles. So yeah, Mexicali. Yep, these are the Mecha Splendids. Like I mentioned, I got them from Skull Aquatics. I won a giveaway that Foxy's Fish did. Fish. Come on. Fish. That sounds so weird now. I don't know what I'm saying. Fish Miss in July. He donated trio of black bar antlers, but he learned that I already have black bars, and that exact line of black bars, the one that came from Dr. Antler back in the day, it's his continued line, that gene. So he offered me to pick from a list of fish that he had available. There were several fish on that list, and I went with these because they were the closest things to the trout Godiads or Godiads, and the trouts in this resemble a largemouth bass to me and to many others, but that's my favorite fish is the largemouth. So that's why I went with these guys. And we have 1, 2, 3 for sure females. 2 of them look pregnant. We have 3 for sure males. And then there's one over here, this little guy. I think it's a female because it doesn't have any bit of yellow to the tail. But they pick on that one because it's the smallest, so I'm unsure. I don't know. Could be a male, just it's not colored up because it's not dominant enough, So, all right, let me get some cleaning stuff for this glass. I actually think it looks pretty damn good. And that's how I really pretty much escape all of my tanks. I just start plugging. Like a plug and play. Just start pushing stuff in the ground or in the substrate. Put this rock there, put that rock there. Halfway through you don't like it, pull it out. It's the best thing about these aquariums. You can do whatever you want with them. All right. As pretty as that is, the light is kind of let me see something here. Let me see if I turn this light off. What if we turn this light off? A little bit. Yeah. All right, let's try with the phone and see what the phone does. Move over here for a minute. Round 2 of planting. Enter studio. Auto rotate. Hey, I got a notification that Nathan is live. Let's mute. Mic is working. Enter studio. Sorry about that, y'all. Thought the mic was not muted. Sorry about that. I think we got it now. Sorry about that. I hope that none of y'all are wearing headphones because that was wretched. I'm going to get this set up, but I'm going to step outside because my dog is just letting them rip. Let me see something here. Yeah, you Nerfy. You're just letting them rip left and right. Like there's no tomorrow, huh? You were trying to gas me out, huh, Nerfy baby? Alright, let's switch cameras to this one. Let's go there. What happens if I do this? There we go. Full screen, baby. What does this do? Oh, that takes it full screen on mine, too. Oh, wow. Exit full screen. I need to be able to see comments. Not too shabby. Go up a little bit. And back. All right, let's go see what. Hey, Debs, how are you? Thank you for coming in. This looks better than all of my tanks, Nathan. No, I doubt it, Coro. I seriously doubt it. Yeah, right? I've never actually seen a notification for myself. Stephen, Craig. Alrighty. Yeah. I think that's everybody. I think I got everybody there. How come that's all cut up? What is this? Edit. I don't want to edit. Banners. There's nobody in private chat but myself. And we don't, I don't need to have a conversation with myself like I am now. So I'm gonna go mess with the lights and see what it looks like. If we turn that one off, that's the main light. And then you can see there's that light bar above. It might be the light bar that's giving the glare. Let's see what that looks like. No, that's still a glare. The only thing that sucks about these lights is I can't dim them down. But I gotta say, that looks, once these all stand up, CO2 gets flowing, things starts really going again. I think this is gonna look pretty good. I say it's not too shabby. I should have made it a little thicker instead of such a skinny line along the back of plants. But hey, there are some stems up and around, these rocks that would, around the coconut hut, around these rocks and whatnot. There are some stems that will grow up, so we'll see. We can always add more, take some away, that type of thing. I definitely want more reds, and I'm hoping with this CO2 and this added light, because I just put this light bar in here. I did that last night because I knew Steven was sending me some plants that demand a little bit more light than what I had. So hopefully this is enough to keep like these reds red and pull some more reds out of these other plants. Especially that one that's got the needle type leaf. It's got purple underneath it. That was the Phocostemon. No, let's see. So the Helperi was that. The Mass Weapons was that. I think it's the Ludwigia. Phocostemon. Which one was what now? I don't know. If you hear Steven, do you recall? It was so there's this plant right here that's kind of like the same stem structure as the Helperi. Then there's that red one. And then there's one that's next to it that's got like needle leaves about this long. And when it's down, like when you pull it out of the water, it's purple underneath, green, super green on top. So I hope y'all enjoy watching this, all 9 of you. I am going to take a quick step outside and have a smoke and come back, see what's going on in chat, determine if I want to keep going or not. It is 2 a.m. But hey, it looks like the coconut hut is purling. Something is giving off bubbles, but what? It is the coconut hut. My coconut hut is purling. made it to expert level aquascaper. I can get coconut huts to pearl. Alright, I'll be back. I won't be mad if you disappear. Oh, 11 people now. Yay. But yeah, if you exit the video and carry on with life, I understand completely. Thank you so much for watching as much as you have. And I'll be back in a few minutes. You girls didn't have no water in your living room bowl. Snurpy, would you like some water? Oh, that's it. Just a little sip. Man, I hate this room. The darkest room in the whole house. I mean, darkest, the warmest. Oh, Snurpy. I was gonna move the computer back over to the desk. There we are. It's not crackle pop. Nothing like exceeding the electrical limits of a room. Let's see, 10 people. We lost one person. Mountain Dew. I should probably. Oh, there's a mosquito in here. He's still in here. I should probably turn on the CO2 just to make sure that whole system's running as I made new today. So we should probably just do that real quick. What's going on, Nurse? My chair's broken. There we go. Oh, crap. No. What the heck? Ah, there we are. What's going on, sir? Huh? What's going on, baby? Oh, my sweet, sweet Brandy. You gonna watch Pop? Let's make sure. There, you got some water right there, baby. I was almost done. Come on, Randy, back up. Come on. You can't go through there. What light is not on? I gotta remember to turn that light on though before I turn them off, because everything is on Wi-Fi timers. Alright, I need the flashlight so I can see. We are 60. Oh no, I gotta hook up the line. I didn't even have the CO2 line hooked up. The air line. Alright. There's that. Man, I put it in like the worst area because it's so hard to get to it. There we go. Just blast it until we see CO2 and then we'll turn it down. There we go, I see CO2. Oh, sorry, y'all. Didn't mean to kick you. Kind of hard to see over there, but just move it over here for a minute. See in that corner here, we got the CO2 rising. Might have to move that with you. But we'll just leave it there for now. So I run about 2 bubbles per second. And there is quite a bit of plants in the tank. I really didn't add too many more when you look at the entire tank. Oh, we have a crypt that came loose and is floating. So we'll pull that out. Throw that in the plant bin. And we'll plant it in another tank tomorrow. I see a couple plants that I'll need to trim once they stand up and whatnot, but I'm pretty sure that's to be expected. I know these fish like it a little more hiding spots and whatnot, so that's why I was thinking also about moving them. Maybe I'll just do that tomorrow. Time for the system to go off. All right. Let's move this back in front. So, there we have it, y'all. The replanted 20-gallon with Mecha Splendids at the moment. We'll definitely have to do an update as things grow in. Tank is looking pretty cool, Nathan. How are you getting on with the CO2? So far, so good. This is the second time that I've had to mix the solution. Let's see, this put me back. Yeah, it's the second time I've had to mix the solution to create the CO2. But other than that, I mean, it's going good. It lasted, I think it was like the 20th that I started running it. So almost a month, and figure that's to be expected of my first time with the DIY type kit. So I might be able to turn it back a little bit. I was running it probably like 3 to 4 bubbles per second, I think, somewhere in that area, So I think I might be able to get away with turning it back a little bit and adding more fertilizer or something like that, maybe with the guppies by switching from 7 fish to however many guppies there are, maybe that load will change things and the less CO2 will be okay with the bigger fish load and then liquid fertilizer. So we'll see. But yeah, I mean, you buy baking soda, which for 1 round of CO2 at 200 grams of baking soda, it's like 98 cents. And I think it's like 300 and something grams I get just from the grocery store. Citric acid, I can't find it at Walmart. So I ordered it online, and for like 1.5 rounds of CO2, it was $7, I think. $6, something like that, $5.99 on Amazon. So, for let's just say $10, I get a month worth of CO2. It's not bad in my opinion. The whole system only cost me $40, $45, something like that. Because I got it in an auction at a fish club. So, yeah, not too bad. I think for anybody that's they're wanting to do CO2, these DIY kits aren't a bad option. I mean, look at MD Fish Tanks. That's all he uses is another brand, but the same style CO2 kit that I have. I mean, he doesn't use it much, but when he does, it does wonders for him, and he doesn't have any issues. I mean, he's running 2 of these units. I think they might be the next step up. Like, let's just say this is a 200 liter, whatever, and then his are 400 each. But he's running 2 of them on his newest tank, which is an 8-foot fully planted. I mean, if you know MD Fish Tanks, he goes all out with plants. So that's what kind of brought my interest to the CO2 and to this system. was watching him. And it's like with escaping, I've learned so much, even though I really didn't put into play, all the rules per se of aquascaping, with the rules of threes or this, that, and the thirds, but placement of plants and rocks and stuff, I kind of learned all that stuff from watching a lot of his videos. No, not that I've seen yet. I haven't seen him test the Fluval uh, CO2. I think his buddy, um, Fish Tank Matt, is testing that, or is going to be testing that. But yeah, MD, he just runs these systems. I forget the brand that he uses, but the brand I haven't seen this brand make their own part A and part B, baking soda and citric acid. The brand MD uses has its own packaged. I mean, if you're that type of person that wants to be brand specific, but me, I'm not that guy. I'm going to go the cheapest route. It's just baking soda and citric acid. Why do I need to buy your brand? But I think he did it just because it's easier for him. Plus, they're probably giving this stuff to him because of how big his channel is. I'm curious about that Fluval CO2 stuff. I actually almost went with the little CO2 cartridges that they have that you just hang on the side of your tank. But I figured with a 20-gallon, even a 10-gallon, that's only going to last, a week, if that. So that's maybe like for your little 5-gallon cubes or smaller. Yeah, I'm not the brand. Well, I guess I kind of am, like with the API products. Although I don't use strictly API, so I guess I am, but I'm not. Like, I love the API Aqua Essential, the Leapstone liquid fertilizer, the AccuClear to clear the tank. And what else do I have of theirs? I have their test kits, both strips and the master test kit. I used to have their like the Pimafix or Pimafix and Melafix or whatever it is. Used to have the meds, but I don't use that stuff anymore. If I can't treat it with heat and salt, then or like if it's X or you know what I mean, like I'm not gonna sit here and use some oils from a tree or something, wherever it came, whatever it is. Yeah. This is the tank. I wish the camera showed exactly how it looked like in person, but it is just my phone. The fish seem to be okay with it. They seem to be pretty happy. I wish those two females would just hurry up and lay, or have their babies. I forget. I need to write all this stuff down. If they're live bears, I believe they are. But they just need to hurry up and make some babies, or lay the babies, or scatter some eggs. But, yep. What time we got? 2:30. I'm not even tired. What tank shall we scape next? Overnight scaping with Nathan. Man, that coconut hut is really sucking up some water. Yeah, I know, Steven. It's about that time. We'll see either if I stream or you stream, or we'll see you in the chats. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. I appreciate you. Thank you again for the plants. Hopefully they do amazing. I want to see a bunch of purling happening. I might put together one of those yeast ones tomorrow. Yeah. What did I have yeast for? No, the yeast was for banana worms and Walter worms. That wasn't for me. I have a few soda bottles I could use, and sugar and yeast. Yeah, I've seen that, like the homemade stuff like that. I mean, it's kind of crazy. Like, you can buy these lids or caps, whatever you want to call them, 4 2-liter bottles, like soda bottles, on Amazon. That's for that DIY type kit to make your own CO2. You know what's weird is, before I did this scaping on this tank, this replanting and whatnot, the fish kind of had their own territory, and they would always chase each other off and whatnot. But they're all hanging out together for the most part right now. Even the little guy, which is good to see. Can't we all just get along? I hate those 2 scratches right there in the center. It's off to the left of that filter in the back. You can really see those scratches. It's so annoying. Had I known those were there before I painted the back, I would have swapped it around and made that the back. But what can you expect for a free aquarium? I got this tank for free. I got a 60-gallon for free. I got the biggest canister filter Marineland makes for free. A couple hang-on back filters for free. Some, like 3 or 4 heaters, like those little ones that you would put in a beta tank. You don't get to set the temperature or whatever. It's already set to like 78 or something like that. I got a couple of those for free from the guy. A couple light fixtures, but I threw those away. They didn't have bulbs or nothing, so they were the old school, like T8s or T12s, the fluorescents. What else did I get from him? So I got 3 tanks total 40 breeder, the 20 and the 60. Couple filters, lights, air pumps. This metal stand from Petco for the 40 breeder. Aquarium Delirium. Bum, bum, bum. Welcome to the show. Are we making the soda bottle type or metal reactor? And the super simple ones. The metal reactor type is what I have, and it's actually on this tank that we're looking at. It's not running now because my lights were supposed to be off on this tank 2.5 hours ago, but because I replanted it, I turned them on. But I just ran the system because I mixed my chemical solution up today to start a new round. So tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. Today at 2:30 p.m. the CO2 will kick on and run till 10, and then that's that. And that'll happen every day until it runs out. Oh no, what's not a pressurized canister? Yeah, well, I don't know. I have the DIY kit where you mix the baking soda and citric acid, equal parts of each of those, and then you put water, and it creates the reaction and goes through a regulator, has the bubble counter, all that. It's ZRDR Aqua CO2 generator. Here, I can show you guys real quick. Trying to get the light to where it's not shining crazy, but yeah. Here, we'll go sideways for a second. It's got the center pressure valve. That's what's in the tank. The one on the side there, the left, is pressure to the aquarium. Comes with a little white plastic base to put it in. So, yeah. That's my system. I only paid $45 for it, so I was like, what the hell? It's worth a shot. If this is what introduces me or gets me into CO2, and I get it. I do want to have a nice system. Don't get me wrong, absolutely. But if this works, why should I pay hundreds of dollars when I can get this system right here for brand new off Amazon, $89? It comes with everything you need other than the chemicals, the citric acid and the baking soda. Water's free. I just use rainwater or RO water. And there you go. I mix 200 grams of each baking soda and citric acid. Then I put in 300 milliliters, so a cup and a quarter, 1.25 cups of water. Let it sit for 10 hours. I say that loosely because they say it takes 10 hours to get to the correct pressure for this system, which is 290 psi. The math is wrong. It goes to like 300 and something. It is at 350 psi right now, and I mixed it up at 3 p.m. today. So we're over the 10 hours, and it's at 350 psi in the bottle. I run it from like 60 to 80 psi to the tank. I think I'm going to turn it down a little bit. Right now it's at 50 psi. So we'll see what that does, but maybe it'll save a little CO2 for the long run. Why does that keep zooming in and out? It's kind of hard to see now. Hey, focus. Focus. But yeah, when we went up to, when Richard, his wife, Eduardo, and myself went up to see Grant and Shelby and Nick keeping fish simple, as I mentioned in the last stream. We went up to see Nick talk at Grant and Shelby's club that they go to, and they had a silent auction before they did the regular auction, and this kit was in there. So I bid on it instantly. I was the first person. It was a starting bid of $15. In the notes, it said it's never been tested or used, but I knew better because I looked in the cylinder and I could see the citric acid residue in it. So I knew the guy had used it, but I wasn't going to start nothing being a guest to the club and whatnot, and being friends with Grant and Shelby. I wasn't going to start no trouble or nothing. So I was like, whatever. If I can get it cheap enough, it's worth a shot. Then come to find out, Richard's wife, Cynthia, was bidding against me. But considering it was a silent auction and you only wrote down your number, we didn't know that it was her and I bidding. So we kept bidding each other up. And eventually we found out that we were bidding, both of us, and Richard was like, hey, stop, let him win this. And I'm like, no, seriously, if you want it, don't bid again. Why pay $5 more, or whatever? I'm at $35. Let me win $35. I'll let you guys have it, And he's like, no, we're going to buy a real system. So they let me win it. But another couple ended up coming in probably 5 minutes before the auction was over and bid again. So I just stood over in the corner, like on that side. Like the silent auction was on this side of the room. The chairs for the regular auction were on this, like in the center, and then all the auction items was over on the left-hand side. I just stayed in the corner over here so I could watch this item. And after that one person bid, I went back and I bid and put 45. I'm like, screw it. I'm just going to put, this much more, because they were going in like $2 increments and whatnot. I was like, screw this. I'm putting $45. And maybe that'll deter them from bidding again. And they didn't bid. I won it. And there we are. $45 later. $10 in material. And I have CO2. Yeah, the silent auction was cool. I enjoyed that more than I enjoyed the regular auction. I almost had, what else did I bid on? There was some wood. There was this really cool rock. I'm trying to think of what else there was. Oh, sponge filters. There was a bunch of cycled sponge filters, which I didn't care they were cycled. I was going to rinse them out and start fresh anyways. I don't, how am I going to trust what's in your tank? You know what I mean? Like, no way. I don't know you. Plus, I'm 3.5 hours away from where you live. So if I put that in my tank and something happens, what are you gonna do about it? I'm way the hell down here. So I was like, you know what? It's probably better that I lost that one. Plus, the guy that won, he came when I was writing my next bid, and he's like, "Oh, it's you that's bidding this." And he's like, "If you want them, I won't bid again." He was like, "I'm like, no, I seen you bidding on all of because there was like 3 or 4 different sets of sponge filters from different people." I was like, "I see you're bidding on all of them." He's like, "Yeah, I'm trying to switch all of my tanks to sponge filters, and I had already done this, switched up sponge filters. I just wanted them because they were co-op, and I liked the coarseness of them. I was gonna add them to my tanks, so I had a fine sponge and a coarse sponge." I'm like, you know what? No, go ahead, buddy. You're trying to switch everything over and go a little low tech with it. I said I'll let you have them. So I was like, nah, I stopped bidding on that. But hey, Craig. And the other stuff I didn't really care about. This CO2 was the main thing I wanted as soon as I seen it. And then I bought a bunch of Anubius. What else did I get? I think some other plant. I forget exactly. Oh, the Pogo Stem and Stella Octopus or whatever. I got some of that in the regular auction. But yeah. It was pretty cool. It was my second time ever going to a club meeting and taking part in the auction. The first one was here at my local one, and I got guppies. I got myself a Pathos. It's what was it called? It is silver. I think it's just a silver Pathos. I believe is the name of it, something like that. And then I got my wife a giant Pathos. Where the leaves are like massive and they climb up the freaking tree, and the stem of it is like freaking a Coke can or size of a soda can. And then I think that's it. I think that's all I bought at this local auction. Which I need to go back, but now I gotta wait a whole month. So that's the 31st. The 1st. I know this is the 31st. This 31st is Sunday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 6. April 6th is the next meeting. I gotta go check on something. You're not getting the kitty food. You're not getting the kitty food. All right. Well, Craig, I don't know what time it is over there for y'all, but I think it's your turn, buddy. I think we all need to watch an episode of Clean It Like Craig. Because it is almost 3 o'clock in the morning here. I already have trouble sleeping close to 6 p.m. Yeah, see, there you go. We got plenty of time for Clean It Like Craig. But yeah, it's almost 3. I should probably get off of here and try to unwind a little bit. And I know I probably won't get to bed till the sun's coming up again, but gotta try, right? But I appreciate you guys coming here. No, I'm not staying. You can stay. I'll just leave the phone up all night and you guys can just watch this tank. Well, it's good the lights are going to be out, so you won't be able to see nothing. See what it would look like. See if you'd even be able to see anything. Oop, wrong one. There you go. Look at that escape. Talk about amazing. Ooh. Alright, we'll go blue. It's like another world. Nearly 7 a.m. here. 7 a.m. Everyone. Thank you, Dabs, for coming here. I appreciate you. I hope you have a fantastic day. And I know that if I end, Craig will go on eventually. He just can't let there not be a live stream from the Fish Fam. It's not in his DNA. I'm like, part of him is robot. I must stream. Boop, 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 boop. But yeah, I think we're gonna take off. And thank y'all so much. Oh, actually, before there's only 10 people watching or lurking, and should have said this a little earlier. Not that I had many more. Craig, actually, you might be able to help. Let's see. Let me. Get that. Let me get this. Turn this on while we do it. Turn this on while we do it. Switch. Pleco Cave. It's made from Daniken Aquatics. I don't know if you've ordered these, Craig, or not, but you do shipping to America. So let's just go. It is 12 ounces. So not even a pound. If I was to ship this to you, how much would you say it would cost for me to ship this all the way to you? Go blue, $20 around. Okay. So I'm going to be, I mentioned this a while ago, and I had unfortunately some things happen and whatnot, so it's still gonna be a little bit. I gotta come up with $1,000 by the 22nd, or go spend some time away. That's where we'll leave it. It's stupid. I mean, it's not stupid, petty stuff, but it is. But I have a couple of these caves. This is a large. Actually, we'll probably have to turn the white light back on. White. Might even have to get the flashlight out. So yes, so the large, and it is 8.5 inches. The opening is 2 inches wide. Well, let's go in here. 1.5 inches wide, a little over actually, and a little under 1.5 inches deep, top to bottom, but solid 7.5 inches to where it starts to pinch, because Danny just pinched it closed. Looks like a big turd. But they're cool. I mean, y'all know the caves and whatnot. This one has blue, purple, and like a goldish brown all throughout the marbling. So there's the large, and then I got 2 mediums, but one's a little different than the other. So one is 7 inches. The pinch starts at 6. The opening is a little bit over 1 inch tall and 1.5 inches wide. This one's really cool. It's got like turquoise or teal. I mean, can't really see it like that. Maybe just showing the camera. Yeah, it's got some teal. I like that one. And then I have another one. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. 2 of them came broken, so I'm waiting for them to make some more. This one is 6 inches. It starts to bend at 5. It's a little under 1.5 inches wide, and the same, about 1 inch tall front to back. This one's pretty cool. This one is like purple. The other 2 are like the base color's brown. This one's purple, and it's got little speckles. So those little speckles in it are teal and like really vivid, really vivid purple. But there's more teal. You guys aren't gonna be able to see it. Kind of see it right there. That one's purple, and those little ones are like tealish. But we're gonna be doing a giveaway of some of these to say thank you to all you, and it will be open for everybody. Because I know, like I mentioned, Craig, you guys ship stuff to us here in America. So I figured, and I mean, some people do open up their giveaways to y'all, but most of the time I've noticed, like, it's like, we'll give you an Amazon gift card, which is still great, it's still awesome and whatnot. But a prize like this, I think, is pretty neat and pretty cool, and it's a way to say thanks to everybody. Again, because you guys give us stuff. Everyone that does these giveaways, they're paying shipping, or they paid for the product and shipping. So, like you guys with your crystals and stuff, y'all bought that stuff. So, this will be. I don't know. I'm thinking I'll probably do 3 of them because I glued back the 2 that broke. I glued them back as much as I can, and it's probably, I would say, 96% all there. It's just like the little fine stuff that you couldn't, you're never going to get glued. And then, they're doable. They work. So I put those in my tanks for now. I figured once I get the 2 that I replaced, I'll just take them and I'll chop them off. I'll file the rough edge down and just add my own glazing to it. And I'll have shorter ones. I have clown plecos, so I need shorter caves anyways for them. But I figured I'd do like 3 or 4 of these and give them away. I don't know if we'll do just 1 at a time or do 2, We'll figure that out when that day comes, but it will be happening. Pleco caves from Nanakin Aquatics will be given away on this channel. And it will be everyone can play. Yeah, to be honest, I thought I would be more into the magazine. Like, my wife won this, which is kind of funny. Eduardo was the one that put this up, and my wife won it. Like, he lives 45 minutes away from me. It's a great magazine and whatnot. I just don't pull it out and read it as much as I should. But I'm the type of person that once I have all of these, I know I'm probably going to go back and start reading them. Like TV shows, I don't watch TV shows. I'll wait until it's all out. The whole year is done, or whatever. The season 1 is done and out on regular TV or Netflix or whatever. And I can go watch let's say all 12 episodes and be done with the show. That's how I am. I don't like waiting. So I have 3 of the magazine so far, and I have not read much of any of them. Yeah, my thing is getting enough work to do the stuff that I want to do. Yeah. We're gonna be making some changes this year, the wife and I, to how we're doing things. Like some of y'all might recall, we had a little situation with our neighbor where they tried to blow up the house by messing with our generator after a hurricane. Well, then they went online and started bashing our names and bashing the company that we were trying to build and whatnot. So we had to put the company on hold and not really push work for the company and whatnot. And so that kind of hit us. So we're going to be just 86 in that company completely and coming up with a new name, buying the license for that name and whatnot, and carrying on. And if it comes about again where they start bashing us, we're just going to have to deal with it at that time. You know what I mean? I have enough people now that know the type of person I am and the work I do that can vouch for us. If they like, let's use this as an example. It's a real thing that we have here in my area. Coro, you might have it. I don't know. Even Greg, y'all might have the thing on the internet. It's called Nextdoor. It's a place. It's an app that you can go and post. Oh, I need a handyman to fix a shower leak. My shower head's leaking. You post it on the Nextdoor, and people in that community can say, "Oh, I live in Palm River. I can come right now and fix that." You know what I mean? And that's where they're bashing us and whatnot, is on that particular site. So we're just gonna have to deal with it. But I got enough people that know my work and know who we are as people that they could vouch for us and come to bat for us. Hey, Adele. So we're going to just start over with a new name in hopes that we can avoid them and not have to go down the road again. I mean, they already have a no contact order with us, us against them, to leave us alone and whatnot. So, and they've been abiding by it, actually, which is freaking surprising. But so hopefully this year, now that things are starting to get into a routine here with the in-laws and my wife being a caretaker and whatnot, we can get back to a little more focus on building a company. We can get her back involved in real estate, because that's where we were going. She was a real estate agent. I had miscellaneous jobs. Worked for a lawn company, worked for a friend doing handyman. And she's like, we should do our own handyman type service, and we'll call it Curb Appealers. And we'll work with people that are selling their homes. I'll be the real estate agent. So if they sign on as the real estate agent and they want to do A, B, and C to their home to give it that curb appeal, we won't accept any money until the house is sold. So I would come in and do the work. And then when the house sold, obviously she gets her commission and whatnot, but then I get paid as well. So we can get a little bigger chunk of money per job, in a sense, because we're trusting you that you're going to, continue, letting her be a real estate agent. You're going to give us the work, and that the house is going to sell, So that's all incentive on her to push the house and get it sold and whatnot. And that's where we were trying to go. But the neighbors just screwed that up. So, anywho, hopefully this year things start to turn around. We both have insurance now, so we can start getting my teeth fixed. That's a big thing for me. Like, I don't go out and push myself as much as I should, because I know how people are, especially in my town where I'm at. It's pretty, fancy town. Like, there's some big money in this town. I know how they are. Yeah, they're just jealous. Yeah, the neighbors are definitely jealous. Definitely jealous. They got mad because we had a generator running after the hurricane and they didn't have one. They didn't get mad at two neighbors down the street. They just got mad at us because we're right next door. And we stopped doing work for them. But, yeah. So, hopefully, things start to change. I just got to make it to the 22nd, get that thing taken care of, and we can focus on everything else. The dental, the work, the whole nine. Yeah. But they've already burned the bridge prior to the hurricane. We were doing work for them, and thank you, Coro. I appreciate that. We were doing work for them. I didn't want to do work because I mowed their yard. And I showed up one day to mow the yard. I mowed every Thursday. Well, I show up on Thursday and the yard's mowed. I'm like, yo, what the hell? Like, who mowed the yard? Oh, we had this guy come and mow it. I'm like, why? I mow every Thursday. Like, oh, we didn't know if you were coming or not. I'm like, well, what's today? They're like, Thursday. And I'm like, and where am I? Standing in your fucking yard. Like, what do you mean? You live next door to my in-laws. I come every week to mow their yard, and I mow yours at the same time. Like, you didn't know I was coming? Like, really? And then also another instance with them, they gave me a check 1 month to pay for lawn service. I take it to their bank to cash it. I go like this and hand it to the bank teller, and she looks at the check and she's like, ha 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 ha, out loud, and hands it back and says, yeah, we don't cash their checks. It's their own bank. No, it was all because you're our neighbor, so it was like, we're not gonna do this stuff through the company. You know what I mean? We were like, no, we're not gonna. One, we're giving you all a discount because you're our neighbor and you're our friends. So no, we don't need to do all this flu contract stuff. You're just our neighbor. It was all in email and it was in writing, but it wasn't like, here, you sign here and you're gonna. This is what's like I would if it was some Joe Schmo off of Facebook. Just, you're a freaking neighbor. Like, we've known you for 10 years or whatever it was. We'll come and do work as your neighbors and as your friends. Oh, that would be great. That's awesome. And they started bitching about the time that we were there working. And it's like, you knew we weren't doing work other than weekends and evenings. It was already agreed on that was okay. But they're severe alcoholics and they abuse Xanax and all this shit, so once you start taking Xanax, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. So it just started getting too much and whatnot, and I was like, you know what, I'm done. I'm not going back over there. My wife kept working for a few weeks, and finally she's like, you know what, I'm done too. What's that, Craig? I know what. Yeah, no, I totally, I didn't want to work for them no more after the yard thing. But she was like, yeah, but it's easy money, and I get that. Yeah, it's easy money, but to deal with those type of people, even if like you have very little contact with them while you're there doing the work, because you're like, hey, listen, I'm trying to work, leave me the fuck alone. It's just not worth it to listen to them too, because the husband and wife, they're, I mean, she got arrested for throwing picture frames at him, and like the glass was broken from the picture frames and it would cut them and shit. It's the crazy freaking people, or they get Xanaxed out and they have no clue what the hell they're doing. Like when his wife, the woman, our generator was running and we have it plugged into our fuse panel box, the breaker box of the house. We backfeed the generator into it. I can go over there and say, okay, I want the master bedroom. Click the master bedroom on. Oh, I want to cook. Click the stove on, so I can turn on any part of the house at any moment whenever I want. Well, the generator's running and the house is running, and she's out there drunk and Xanaxed up, and she pulls on the wire and rips it out of the fuse panel while it was still running. So here's positive and negative wires, just dangling like this next to 30 gallons or however many gallons of gas we had. My father-in-law's on oxygen, highly flammable. We have 20 oxygen tubes in the house because it's the hurricane. It's like, these stupid people. Called the cops, the whole nine. The next day they had no clue they even did it. I can't wait for the day I get to kick his ass. It's gonna happen, and I know it's kind of petty in a sense, but it needs to happen because his daddy's got buku money, and he thinks he's untouchable. Because he'll just call his daddy and have his daddy bond him out or whatever, bail him out of the trouble. His dad pays half the freaking bills. Her mom pays the other half. It's just petty, stupid shit that they need to grow up. What's going on, Dixie? You gotta go potty? Yeah, maybe what you need to do. Yeah, like that movie, Idiocracy. Please state your name. Not sure. Okay, not sure. No, that's not my name. What is it, baby girl? What? What? You want to go for a walk? Yeah, you want to go for a walk? Tell them. They're keeping me here. Tell them. All right, hold on. Yeah, like I said, we called the cops and whatnot. And so the night that it happened, like the cops come here, they go and talk to them, come back and talk to us. They're like, we're obviously wasted. We could smell it as soon as they open the door. We told them if they come back over here, they're going to jail. Which we got pissed off about this. We're like, okay, we're just going to let you know right now that this is not over. They're going to continue on. As soon as y'all leave, they're going to continue on. I had to shut the generator down while the cops were coming. Plus, the wires were out. I'm not going to leave it running, So I shut the generator down in the whole nine, so I can hook it back up and whatnot too. Cop, they have their body cameras rolling and whatnot, so it's all on camera. They got the cop on camera saying that's very dangerous. Had that sparked, we would be here for a different type of call. Meaning an explosion, a fire. So it's all on camera, the whole nine, They go and tell them, if you are caught talking to them or anything from here on out, you will be arrested. They're like, all right, we won't, we'll go inside and we'll go to bed. Cops leave. They're probably not even out of my neighborhood. This bitch comes strolling through her yard again. I can't believe you guys. And it's like, holy shit. Not even fucking 5 minutes after the cops left, you're already back over here. So we had to call the cops again because the cop was like, if they come back, call us. I mean, we were apologizing. Like, people are dying after this hurricane, during this hurricane. And here we have to call you about some drunk bitches? Like, really? Like, we felt so bad. And they're like, no, we're here to protect and uphold the law, So we call them back. They send out different cops. I'm like, God dang it, man. I was like, this is what happened. They're like, oh, we see it in the paper, in the log that if we were supposed to come back out here, that they were supposed to be arrested. And I'm like, well, they came back. We have it on camera. Did anybody get arrested? Nope. And it's like, do your job and do what you said you're gonna do. But I couldn't believe it. Not even 5 minutes after the cops leave, here this bitch comes crazy back, like, really? Yeah, I took Xanax once and I drank some tequila. When I did it, I woke up engaged. Yeah. Xanax is bad. Yeah, so if you don't want to get engaged, don't take Xanax. I couldn't believe it when I woke up and this chick was like, oh my God, look it. And she showed me this ring. I'm like, where'd you get that? She's like, you gave it to me last night. I'm like, oh. She's like, yeah, you asked me if we wanted to get married. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, hey, listen, I'm just going to let you know right now, I don't remember shit. I was fucked up. I took too many Xanax. I'm like, you can have that. But it's just a ring. That's all that is. Yeah. Eventually, I think anybody that messes around with pills is gonna be in jail. But yeah, I'm glad those days are over. Like I barely even drink anymore. Last time I actually had a drink was Christmas when Rico did the open panel stream. I had a few drinks to get up on there. But yeah. Yeah, I don't think anybody I knew other than these people was prescribed them. I know people that took them. I don't know anybody that was. Uh, ooh, like a recycling type, like a scrapper. One of those ones that the teeth go like this and chop up metal. I couldn't. No way. Wow. Yeah, I think you would have to be pretty jacked up to deal with something like that. Yeah, no harness. That's some dangerous stuff, man. I mean, those machines do not care. They don't even, I mean, and that's steel they're chopping up. Do you think they're going to care about a little human? Like, whew, there's no stopping that. Like, oh, my shoe got jammed in there. Oh, thank God. No, not happening. But, well, guys, I do think it is time. It's already 3:16. So, I do think it's time to call it. Yeah, nothing's gonna fix that. No amount of money, no nothing. You okay? You're gonna get sick. Go do it out of my room, please. Yeah, I don't care if they was like, here, the company's yours now. Like, nothing's gonna make that okay. We had a guy. I worked for a guy that was kind of shady. We were pressure washing roofs. And this one roof that we did was dangerous. It was like 3, 4 stories high. It was pretty steep, and when those roofs get those ceramic tile roofs get that like algae growth and whatnot on it, they get slippery. And he was like, "Yeah, go up there and do that." We're like, "Dude, you can't even stand on it when it's dry. What do you mean go up there and pressure wash and whatnot?" We're like, without a harness, ain't happening. Nope. We're like, you need to buy one of those or rent one of those bucket lifts, with the arms that go freaking out and you can go 200 feet in the air and whatnot. So he did, but it wouldn't reach everywhere. He was like, come on, just get up there and do it. We're like, no, you get up there and do it. How about you show us how it's done then, big man. And he tried, and he's like, oh, okay, that's not safe. So he went to the hardware store and picked up a harness that like you're supposed to be able to put on the other side of the roof, and it hooks into the tile. So you can be on the other side and it's holding you. And it wasn't worth it. We told him, we were like, dude, you need to just tell him that you can't do the job and you need to bid it to somebody else. We have this company local that has a chemical, they spray it on and you forget it. And by the next day, your roof is freaking spotless. So you need to tell him he needs to call those guys, Might cost you a little more than what we would charge you, but it's not going to kill nobody. Because you could spray from a bucket, one of those construction buckets with the arms and stuff. But yeah, roofs. It was crazy. Even single story roofs, standing on the edge to get the lip of the roof line. You got to stand on the edge, hold the pressure washer wand out like this, like kind of squat and pressure wash towards you to get the underside of the roof. And do that on the second story roof. Yeah. It just like the little roofs, like this, like single family homes and stuff like that. It wasn't all that bad actually to do. Plus, if you fell, I mean, yes, you could still break a leg or you could break your back or neck and whatnot, but there was less risk. You know what I mean? Like I climb up on my roof all the time. Now it's not tile; it's just your regular grit shingles, but. Yeah. Yeah, when that algae and whatnot, that whatever's up there, that grime gets wet, it gets super slippery. And you can't, like here, I don't know about the tile roofs over there, or the roofs in general, but like here, the tile roofs, they go like, they're like S's almost, like a wave. So you can't stand on but two parts of the roof. So if this is the ups and these are the downs, you have to stand in the downs and you got to kind of crooked your foot a little bit, because if you stand on the ups, you'll snap the ceramic tile. So where's all the water going to go if you got roofs like this and it's, the S is like that? All the water is going right where you're standing. All that grime is going right where you're putting your foot. So it was pretty bad. It was good money though, but I wouldn't do it again. Stairs. Confused. Have you been lurking, June? Hey, Deb's is here. I know I said I was going, what, 45 minutes ago I said I was going? It's all your fault, Craig. You're the one that said no. And you keep talking. But I do have to go. It's almost 3:30. You got some excellent news? I'll wait and hear what you got excellent news on. Debs is just getting work going. I'm like you though, Craig. I don't mind doing these. Like if I could, I would sit here like you do and just go 4, 5, 6, 7 hours, with these lives. I like this over a video just because the interaction is immediate. I do feel more like I need to find something to do though to keep y'all here instead of just sitting here. Like I needed to plant the tank. That way I'm showing you guys what I'm doing and whatnot. And like you're always cleaning and always messing with your tanks or dirt bikes or something. You're always doing something. I couldn't do like Rico does. Just sit here and like do a snarf or barf or something. I don't think I could do that. Although I tend to chat at the end of what I do. I lost track of my son in December 2020. He finally emailed me. That is awesome, June. Congrats. I'm so happy for you. How old is he? Hold on, Dixie. Hold on, baby. I'm coming. That is great news. Why is that camera doing that? 43. Okay. He's as old as I am. I'll be 44 in what's today? The 12th. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 19 days. Yeah, that is awesome. That's so cool that he finally got back in touch. Is he close by? Is he around y'all's area where y'all can meet up easily? Or is it gonna take some finagling and whatnot to get you guys together? Alright, I gotta turn this off. These fish are way past. Those fish are way past bedtime. Here, you guys want to watch yourself? There's the remote. Blue. Alright, I am going to exit out of this. There we are on here. Let's see. He is in New York. Last I heard, he was in Mexico. I was missing for just under 3 years every day. Yeah, that's crazy. Also, mentally disabled. Well, at least you know where he is. He's alive. There's gonna be hope that y'all can reconnect. If not like in person, but at least the email, phone calls, that type of stuff. And again, he's alive and doing okay. Yeah, I haven't talked to my oldest in I don't even know 5 years, 6 years, something like that. 4 years, I don't even remember how long it's been. Then my youngest ones I don't even get to talk to. Hey, at least he's in a shelter. You got to look at that too. I mean, it could be worse. He could have been on the streets. It'd be awesome if they fly him there. I think everywhere hates homeless people, but some places actually do something to try to help them. I don't know what I would do if I didn't know exactly where the kids were. I don't know how you could deal with that. Like, I don't get to talk to mine, but I know where they are. You know what I mean? Like, I know they're safe. I know they're got a roof over their head. They're at home and whatnot, but I don't get to talk to them. Shit, I might go to New York just to become homeless. A few $1,000 to leave, and they'll give you a fucking ride. Shit, I could do that every weekend. Shit, at least once. I could use a few grand. No, but on the for real note for you and your son, that's awesome. I do hope that you guys get to reconnect, whether it's on their dime or y'all's dime, whatever it takes. Hopefully, y'all can connect and get him some help that he needs, and life can go on again and be happy. 6 months worth of cash, shit. I need about a month's worth of cash in 9 days. Yep. How I would imagine. Speaking of smoking, I'm going to go step outside and have a cigarette. I'll leave this up for a little bit. I'm going to actually jump on YouTube and jump into the comment section. Well, y'all, I seriously do need to get out of here. It's almost 4 in the morning now. I need to go to bed. Craig, do your thing. Thank you so much for coming by. Been 3 hours and 18 minutes on this one. I appreciate you all. I'm happy for you, June. That is awesome news. And we'll get you taken care of as well. I need to email you so we can talk in private too. I know sleep is for when you're dead, but if I don't sleep at night, I sleep during the day and then I can't work. And I don't have no money. And I gotta make money. Like, serious. I know you're not, June. I know. I know that. But, like, as I mentioned, I still want to keep you in the loop and informed and whatnot. And, I still got you to get plans too. I still got to take care of the thing for Kenny, the Spock towel, that Adele one. I got to do all that stuff. I have it written down in my notes and stuff, so it's not forgotten. But yeah, I would come. I've offered money. I was like, if I could make it out there, I would come and help. Okay. Yeah, one. Let's just do that. Yeah, I'm hoping. The biggest part that sucks is like I get paid the next, so that's a Friday. I get paid the next Thursday, which would help a lot, but so we'll see. I always make it happen one way or another, so we'll figure something out. But yeah. That's all part of the plan is start getting on this app that's for my community and whatnot and see what I can come up with for work and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm just looking up. You know what I mean? Can't be thinking about everything going downhill. We gotta go uphill. So, but yeah, I'm gonna take off, guys. It's 3:45. I gotta tend to the dogs one last time. I appreciate that, Greg. I'm sure you would. Yeah, it's the family first and whatnot, and then focus on everybody else. But I do need to get going on my shit too. So, all right, y'all. I'll see you again. Hopefully, I'll do this sooner than later. I know the last one, other than tonight, has been a while back. Maybe we'll get back into a rhythm, making some videos and some live streams. And we'll see you in the next one. Take care. Good night. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. And remember, as always, feed your fish. Bye.